I gave 26 years of my life to that company. Not one of those fancy places with sleek offices and leather chairs. No, just an ordinary industrial outfit, a brick building in the industrial zone, where summers reeked of heat and sweat, and winters left your hands numb from the cold. When I started here, I was green, a 24-year-old kid with a basic degree and a belly full of fear. The first time they handed me a small project, I didn't sleep a wink. I was so terrified of screwing it up that I spent the whole night rethinking the plan. But I pulled it off. It wasn't perfect, but it proved I could do it. That's where it all began. Every time a project hit a snag, someone would say, "Give it to that kid, the one who stays late." And I stayed until PM, until the job was done. I didn't care about overtime pay or praise. I just wanted them to see me. Over the years, people came and went. Some were more educated, some sharper than me, but they lacked something I had: patience. I stayed. They didn't. That's how I climbed. Team leader, then project manager, then technical consultant. My personal life, it took shape right here in this company. I married a coworker. Our son was born. You might laugh, but the first time I saw my boy, I was in work clothes, hands greasy. My wife snapped a photo and said, "One day, I'll show this to him so he knows how hard his dad fought for this life, despite all the grind." That company felt like home until everything changed. It was an ordinary day. Like always, I got to work with a cup of tea. Around 7:45 a.m. I was always early. I settled at my desk, reviewing last week's report, when the receptionist appeared at my door with a smile that screamed fake. She said, "Mr. Musavi, could you come to the CEO's office for a moment?" My heart skipped a beat, not out of fear, but because these kinds of summons rarely meant good news. I went upstairs. The new CEO was young, freshly appointed. Sharp tie, smart watch, wide grin. He said, "Please, have a seat." I sat, waiting for what he'd say. I thought we'd discuss a new project. "But no, Mr. Musavi," he began. "Your 26 years of service to this company are truly commendable. But as you know, we're modernizing. Younger talent, fresh ideas, faster pace. You've got experience, but the world's changed, and we have to change with it." Double quotes. It took a few seconds for his words to sink in. I asked, "What does that mean? Are you saying I'm out?" Calmly, he replied, "Yes, with full respect, of course. You'll receive a retirement bonus and all legal benefits." I didn't say a word, just stared at him, forced a dry smile. "Thank you for explaining," I said. I stood, opened the door, and walked out. In that moment, something inside me broke. Outside, it was raining. I sat in my car, staring at the fogged-up windows. All the years I'd given flashed before my eyes. My son's birthday I missed for a meeting. Trips I canceled because a project was behind. And now it was over. With one sentence: "You're no longer useful." I don't know how I got through the days that followed. I'd wake up each morning and remember I had nowhere to go. My wife said, "You can't let them break you. You've still got so much to give this world." But I had no drive left. Until one day, I found an old notebook. In it, a line I'd written maybe 15 years ago. "One day, I'll start my own company, even if it's just a desk in a storage room." That was the spark. At first, it felt absurd. Old, no capital, no team. But I had something most don't. 26 years of real experience. With my son's help, I built a small website, set up an Instagram page, wrote development and management consultant for startups, Someone who's weathered real crises. First month, silence. Second month, my first project. It was a tiny coffee shop. The owner, a 26-year-old kid, reminded me of myself. I helped him streamline operations, organize his finances, boost his revenue. Then more projects came, one by one. 6 months later, I rented a small office, just a desk, a laptop, and a whole lot of hope. And then, one day, as I was finalizing a new contract, an email popped up. From where? The same old company. Subject: request for a management consulting meeting. They wrote, "We've heard you're doing great work in team management and crisis handling. We'd love to arrange a meeting to discuss potential collaboration." I stared at it for a few minutes. Then, with a smile creeping across my face, I typed, "With all due respect, I'm currently tied up with projects that leave no room for new collaborations. Wishing your company the best of luck." I hit send and took a sip of my tea. In that moment, I realized my true worth wasn't in that company's chair or their official titles. It was in my belief in myself. Now, I work every day, but this time, not for survival, not for others, for me. And if someone ever tells you, "You're too old, you're not useful anymore," don't think it's the end of the line. It might just be the moment you step onto the road that was always meant to be yours.